Kyle Busch on the inside. He's in the 18. Austin Cindric in the 22 on the outside. It's going to be a drag race into turn 1. That is a big passing zone, and there is a huge field behind them. Green flag is in the air. We're racing at the Glen. And the fight between the two is won early on by the 18, the preferred line. But here comes Austin Cindric on the outside. He's battling for that top spot.
They are side by side into turn 2. Cindric around the outside, going to give Kyle Busch a run for his money. He'll go to the lead. Busch will fall to second. Christopher Bell goes back to third as they stack it up, exiting turn 4, headed up the back straightaway.
Oh, we got a car off the track there back there, but Kyle Busch to the outside, out-braking Cindric. Down into the bus stop here. The 21 here, the 2 Reddick has missed the inner loop. Have to come to a stop. He does this properly, won't get black flag from NASCAR. He's going to resume here, pull back into traffic, almost behind the entire field. Huge mistake early in the first lap for Cindric. Kyle Busch back to the lead.
You see how big of a penalty that is for Cindric. I'm sorry, for the 2-car of Tyler Reddick. That is like qualifying dead last all of a sudden. He has a ton of work to do to get back to this field. He's going to have to be smart doing it. Made the mistake getting into the inner loop there, Junior.
Yeah, here he is on the outside. He almost gets in the fence there. Huge, huge save. A lot of grass on the nose of that car, though. Have to keep an eye on that. Don't want to have any overheating problems, any brake heat problems. But he's got so much debris on the car, he misses the inner loop. Reddick on pit road.
I think this is the wise decision right here for the 2. Dale Jr. mentioned the grass on the grill. Let's get that all cleared off. You shouldn't lose a lap as long as the laps are here at Watkins Glen. You cannot take yourself out of the race lap 1. You can't compound one mistake with a second. Wise move by the 2 team and Randall Burnett on top of the pit box, bringing him to pit road. Take a deep breath. Let's get back into the race.
Yeah, this is a battle for 14th place. Custer to the inside. Look at the 7, though. He doesn't want to go by the 4. Is he looking for a little payback here as they're coming through the inner loop? Out of the inner loop, into the carousel. What is he going to do? He gives him a little bit of bumper. Hey, send him into the tire barrier right there. Payback from earlier.
Gonna kill him.
Ross Chastain in the fence.
Kill him. I wouldn't blame you.
And the green and white checkered and the caution come out. Kyle Busch will win stage 1. And the battle between the 4 of Ross Chastain and Justin Allgaier looks to have been won, I guess you would say won by Justin Allgaier, because it doesn't look like Ross Chastain's going to be able to finish this race.
Yeah, listen, we saw the issue earlier where the 4 got into the 7 in the middle of the inner loop. The 7 ran the 4 down. Was on his rear bumper coming out of the inner loop.
Ross's bumper and push them all the way out.
Let's look again at what happened. Junior called it. He was right on his back bumper. Actually gave him a little shove there. Too much momentum for the 4. Sends him into the tire barriers. And Ross Chastain's day is done.
As reported, the 00 had to take the right-hand turn to come down pit road as we see the battle for the lead heat up, Dale.
Absolutely. Kyle Busch has caught your leader. Ryan Blaney going to outbreak him. Oh, they're going to go through there side by side. Again, you know, it's so funny to see those guys try to accomplish something that's really impossible. Trying to get in there. Oh, Kyle Busch has a problem. Kyle Busch has a problem.
Into the wall it looks like he goes. Just short of it. Slides all the way to the road right before the tires.
Here, something happened to it.
Junior, you called it a problem. We saw the issue just as he came out of the inner loop.
I'm looking at all 4 tires. They look like they're fine. You see the right front tire. I thought he might have blew a right front tire. The way that car went straight coming out of the inner loop. Here he is, fired it up, driving away. We'll have to get a replay to see exactly what happened if he come out of there and locked up the tire. He has no idea.
I don't know.
So here he is. They're driving in there. He's locked up the right front right there. Trying to get in there deep. Coming over the curb, he may have broke the suspension.
Blaney locked up the right front as he was going through 7. We saw the tire smoke. We'll see if he's able to get through 1. A little bit of a slide there. wheel hop as he entered turn 1. This is the final lap of stage 2.
Here they come now out of 1 and into 2. Blaney's trying to regain that lost ground with the damage on the right front. A.J. Allmendinger in the 10, solid your race leader. Trying to win this stage. Blaney in hot pursuit. If he can keep the wheels under him, perhaps maybe draw up in that braking zone, headed into the inner loop at the end of the back straightaway.
Allmendinger's putting together some amazing laps here to hold on to this lead, but I don't know anybody that's driving any harder than Ryan Blaney right now. He's been wagging the tail of that car all race long over the last several laps, trying to eat into that lead that Allmendinger has through the carousel, in throttle. Oh, the 12's wide here. Might be able to put together a good run on corner exit, but he lost a little time there.
Yeah, I think that was his effort. I think he tried to enter a little bit higher to see if that let him be straighter on corner exit. I think it worked a little bit. He seemed to draw in on Allmendinger. Not going to be enough, though, but maybe something he learned for later in this race.
Kyle Busch, who won stage 1, no longer a part of the race. Coming out of turn 7, it will be A.J. Allmendinger who's going to win stage 2. Allmendinger wins stage 2, Blaney finishing second. Allmendinger in the 10 on the outside. Bell in the 20 on the inside. Allgaier with those fresher tires in the 7. He'll be on the inside of row 2. Back up through the gears they go. They'll dive into turn number 1. No advantage between Bell and Allmendinger. Allmendinger off track. They spin behind him. The 11 of Haley goes around. Contact was made. Smoke all over the place. No caution yet. There's a lot of damage on one of the cars, though, as it sits just outside of turn 1. If it can't get fired back up again, they won't be able to continue around.
Down the back straightaway, headed toward the inner loop. Look who's in this battle in the top 3 now, Reddick. And the caution is out, folks. Caution is out for that car stopped over there in turn 1.
And a huge break for the 22. That's what he needed. He got 2 or 3 positions through that melee in turn 1, and now he'll line up somewhere 5th or 6th. So perhaps that call for tires might pay off as we see huge damage on the 93 for Bilicki.
Josh Bilicki, guy who's been a part of sports car racing, had a lot of success on road courses, but the problem there were so many cars fighting for real estate as they got into turn number 1. It was a melee.
You see right here, Justin Haley, the 3rd car closest to you on the screen, gets put 3 wide. And then right here, Briscoe from way back gets down in there just too deep, makes contact, but funny, behind him there was another issue with the 8, the 19 spin. I think there was 3 separate wrecks that turned into 1 yellow.
There's no way at all Haley could have expected Briscoe to be there. You can see the aggressive moves. And Briscoe just way deep in the corner. It's just no way Haley could expect that. Briscoe overdrove the corner, got into the side of him. That's what you're going to see, though. That's road course restarts, late race road course restarts. They always get crazy.
Cindric in that 22, Jeff, doing a nice job turning left and avoiding the spinning car of Justin Haley. He went from 9th to 6th on just a few sets of corners.
The big contact for Bilicki was into the door of the 11 of Justin Haley. That's where all the damage took place, right there. They also caught the 19 of Brandon Jones. We ride along with Allmendinger.
Still inside, got a push coming. 2x2 only. 2x2 only. Still only 2x2 covered inside.
This is the advantage of being on the outside, is you have this runoff room, so you can keep the car wound up, use all this. You see the 20 kind of out there, he's going to clear him. That is why he lined up on the left side of that lineup. Right here, you look, everything's fine, everything's fine. Never even sees it coming. The 98 of Briscoe gets him in the left rear, and then, oh, heavy contact.
Watch him in front here, still inside, to your right, to your right, to your right.
Guess what, Rick? This one's not going to be any smoother.
Yeah, that was Haley trying to get back up through the gears, and look at all the damage to Haley. Allmendinger again in the 10 on the inside. Bell on his outside. Bell has said, I'm not a great road course racer. Well, today he could change his own mind. Green flag back in the air. Here comes Tyler Reddick looking to the inside with the 2. Allmendinger swings a little bit wide. Allgaier, and now in front of him, Allgaier trying to take the spot away, trying to take second. They fight coming in, and around goes the 20. Bell sideways. pace. He keeps it straight. They keep going.
They all stack it up coming into turn number 2. What a move by Allgaier. Up the gut. Sliding Bell out of the way, and that's allowed Austin Cindric to get away with the lead in the 22.
Okay, you see the tire rub there with the 7, Allmendinger, but Cindric with all those new tires is in the position that he wants to be in. Running second with an opportunity to run down our leader. He's just got a long ways to go before he'll be able to do it.
He got the track position he wanted, but all of that chaos allowed Allmendinger to get out on him, so he's going to have to hit it perfectly. You see Bell out of the groove, way high. He's got to be upset. Got running two in the S's. Now he's trying to battle back, get the position back.
You see Bell inside the 2 of Reddick, but what a move by Cindric to get through that up the S's. He thread the needle, and for that reason, he's cleared into the 2nd position as Reddick and the 20 continue to battle for the 4th position.
Right on the back bumper. And so Bell trying to hold off that 2 of Tyler Reddick. He wiggles a bit, but what a restart it was.
Yeah, you see Allgaier's in the middle there in the bright red orange car. He has nowhere to go. Bell tries to get on the racetrack. Allgaier can't move over. And then a great job by everyone involved to not run the 20 over. And look at the 22. Basically in the grass, he has cleared him, and that gives him the track position. But now it's about lap time. The 22 has the fresher tires. Can the 20-year-old run down the road course veteran of A.J. Allmendinger?
A.J. Allmendinger through the inner loop. Coming to 5 laps to go. Cindric with those new tires, trying to run him down, trying to make up ground. I think the tires cooling off for Allmendinger on these cautions is going to give him that advantage to probably hold this lead, but Cindric working hard to get it back.
And the gap is eliminated. Austin Cindric now to the back bumper of the 10 of A.J. Allmendinger. Will he try to outbrake him as they go into 1? 2 laps of racing to go from the Glen. Here comes Cindric as he works his way into 1. Now it's still just feet as he looks to the inside, trying to take the lead away as they go into 2.
Allmendinger tries to throw the block into 2, and Cindric will force the issue. But it's Dinger strong in the outside. He'll keep Cindric in the rearview mirror. These 2 battling for the win. Here's Cindric. He'll look outside. He'll look inside. He's given A.J. Allmendinger the business out of turn 4.
Cindric is definitely close enough to make a move here, and there's the block. Allmendinger makes it impossible for him to go the inside. Allmendinger getting all kinds of pressure here as they exit into the carousel. He gives him the bumper. Cindric on his bumper pushes him up out of the groove, making the pass. He's going to clear. He's going to take the lead now. What will Allmendinger do on corner exit?
Did he move him far enough away? He used the bumper. That gave permission for Allmendinger. Allmendinger right on his rear bumper. Will he use his front bumper in 6? Little bit of contact, pushing him. Drives him into the corner deep, drives underneath him. Gonna move past Cindric. Can Cindric stay close enough to him to return the favor?
Whoever has the last attempt at the bumper is going to win this one. Now he moves to the inside. The white flag is out, side by side. Cindric out in front again. Austin Cindric looking for his first ever win in the Xfinity Series. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank.
They dive deep into turn number 1. Cindric slides it a tad wide. Dinger goes wider. Here they come now into turn 2. Into the S's for the final time at Watkins Glen. Cindric trying to hang on to the race car, but A.J. Allmendinger is there. He is on the back bumper. This is the battle for the win. Dinger wants the inside, and Cindric will not let him have it.
Amazing run through the S's for Allmendinger, but Cindric pulling away toward the braking zone. A.J. is not close enough to be able to do anything here in the inner loop. Through the inner loop, Cindric looks in the mirror, hoping to see a gap between him and Allmendinger to be able to get comfortable through this carousel. No mistakes for the 22 through the carousel on corner exit, driving away, extending that lead.
Austin Cindric now has a big enough gap on Allmendinger. He can just be cool, be smart. You do not have to overdrive turn 6 to stay far enough away from him. Job done. Now set up turn 7, comes to the checker.
Brian Wilson, the crew chief, made the call, brought him to pit road for fresher tires. The 20-year-old makes the final turn. He comes in front of the grandstands. He'll get his first Xfinity Series win. Austin Cindric does it at the Glen.
Yeah! Thank you! Yes, I love you guys!
You did it! Congratulations!
Yes! This is awesome. Oh man, I got so many people to thank to be here. First of all, I shouldn't pick up 200-pound plus men. That's heavy. But man, you fans are awesome. Thank you for coming to Watkins Glen every single year. This is why you guys come. Thank you to Moneyline. They're just down the road in New York City. Oh man, thank you Discount Tire, Menards, Team Penske, Roger Penske, everything those guys have done for me. Snap-on, Pertec, LTI Printing, Ford Performance. Roush Chase, the best motors in the business. I'm so pumped.
Man, after that last night battle, these fans are on their feet. Tell us, what do you want to say to these fans right now?
I think you're welcome. That was fun, man. That's why you guys show up. I mean, AJ was pumped after the race. He gave me the hang loose. He's such a cool guy. So it was cool to be able to race him for my first win, and man, it feels good.